Hey everybody, hey boys and girls, welcome back to the channel, Steven's Garage 216. And today we're actually going to work on a car inside the house. Yeah, I said that. What we've got here is the center console for the Z28 Camaro build. And it's already unscrewed and bolted and everything. But what we have here is, you'll see all the carpet is missing off of it. And today's video is going to be about what we're going to do with the missing carpet on your center console. Now, this isn't for everybody. It doesn't necessarily mean this is what you have to do, but this is what we're going to do, and I actually think it's pretty cool. I've done stuff like this before in the past, and it's going to be a fun video. So it's Arts and Crafts Day today, and what we've got is some spray glue adhesive. There's a bunch of companies that make it. Check your local parts stores. I'm sure you can find some simple just spray glue adhesive. And so a couple of things that you're going to need, and there's different types of material that you can use to do this with. So in this case, since we know that most of the interior is black, we have some black felt or like fleece that you can get at a lot of the different craft stores that are out there. It's not very thick, it's light, very durable for this type of work and craft, you know, what we're doing here. So it's gonna look, I'm telling you, it's gonna look really good wrapped around this lower bottom portion of the console. And we're gonna need some newspaper so we don't mess up the floor, just in case. But so what I'm thinking is they have at the craft stores, they've got alligators, you know, fake alligator skin you could use, what some of us know are called pleather, some fake leather. But the plastic and everything for the top portion, you know, radio, shifter plate, all of this, none of this will get covered, and there's actually nothing wrong with it. It's in really great condition. Could use a good washing. But basically, we're just going to kind of work with what we have here, and like I said, all the carpet is missing, so you can see the old glue that was here. We're going to cover that up. Now, they do have at craft stores, and I do know that they have at a certain home improvement store, they do have actual automotive and marine carpet, which is very, very close to the tweed type carpet that's already in your car. So you could run there and do this same style of thing with that, and it would work out the same way. You just need your spray glue adhesive type thing, and your cloth, what you want to use. If you want to use that marine stuff, that's fine, you use that. Like I said, they've got pleather, alligator, and I know that I've seen in some really cool custom videos that they have like colored alligator stuff, they have colored leather, they got all different kinds of colors of different stuff, so that's really cool. So you can kind of stick with your scheme, your color scheme of the car. So we've got our piece here. Everything is all undone, and this is really just this is all we need. Got a good pair of shears, scissors here, and we're gonna open up our cloth and see how lucky we get with this. Look at that. I'm just kind of eyeballing it here. We're gonna go right on this crease that I can see here from one of the folds. Now, when you're doing this, you always want to go a couple inches bigger than what your piece is for the wrap, you know, to wrap underneath. Now you should be able to tell if you're using felt like this, you can tell that there's two different sides to it. One side looks more matty, or that's probably not the right word, but it looks flat, and the other side is a little more fuzzier, and the fuzzier side is going to be darker than the back side. So we've got our piece, and like I said, when you lay this out, you definitely want, let me lift this up here. I've got way more than a couple inches, but here's our edge. We're folded, and I got about the same thing on the other side. But you definitely want to have that couple of inches of overlap for when you're laying it out like this. You want to be able to fold under this way, you know, keep it nice and neat and stuff like that. So we're going to spray this section here and then fold it back out and smooth it out over. There you go. I think you can see that on camera. I got a good amount on there. Very, very liberal with it. Then we'll center up our piece. Get it laid on there, and right away, just start smoothing it out. Pulling in spots where if you got a crease, kind of like what you can see here, you're just gonna hold, keep pulling. Just keep stretching across your piece and rubbing it. Getting it all dry. And right there is, you can see right there is where we ended with our glue. You know, and make sure I got newspaper down here. I think you see me spreading it out. You definitely want to have some newspaper down for the overspray of this, which isn't horrible, but so you can see where we ended here. We're just going to continue on being close with it, getting it on nice and thick. You don't ever want it to come off. Now you can see there's a heater vent right here. If you if you're putting heat back in the car, because I know some of you are just using it for a summer car and you have no heat and air. Just depends on who you are. But if you're going no heat and or air conditioning, then you don't have to worry about cutting that hole out. But you definitely would want to just fold your cloth right over that, and then when you put the little plastic vent piece back on, you can cut a X into that square from corner to corner with a razor, and then just push it in, and then you'd be able to put your plastic piece right back on. So we've got that lubed up real good, not lubed up, but glued real good, and we're just gonna spread out our cloth. Like I said, you want to keep pressing, you want to keep rubbing it warm, getting the glue to dry a little quicker. Hold it nice and firm into place. And then what you'll do is you'll take your scissors, and like I said, you want it a couple of inches. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to turn this in a way so that I can follow, I can see the edge of the center console. And what we're going to do is we're going to follow that edge all the way around, keeping where we're cutting about an inch or two away from that, because we're also going to want to flip the center console over, and wrap it up underneath. Got a piece there. And your little cutoff pieces, I'll hold on to stuff like this. as weird as it is, but I'll hold on to little pieces like this because you never know, later down the line you might want to, you know, cover something where, like, you know, with your shifter plate piece, you could kind of end up stretching and forming and making your own boot. That way, so if you are using like this, you know, felt or tweed or whatever, if you hold on to your pieces, then you can make the boot for your shifter match as well. And there we go. We have all our excess cut off. All the extra we don't need. So then we'll go this way to where the other side is now facing up, but we're still working on the downside. And we're just going to go around the edge, the edge everywhere, all the way around. And what you'll do is just kind of fold that inch over to the other side and mat it down into the glue, and go from there. And there, we've done the bottom part, so look at that. Shaped, no extra spots, no nothing hanging or anything. It is like a new piece. And it looks good. Let's keep our newspaper spread. Yeah, same thing for the top half. Fold it over all the edges, keeping it nice and tight. Not leaving any plastic exposed. The glue is pretty sticky and will get on your fingers. You could use some rubber gloves, but then the gloves will then stick and stretch and you're getting caught. It's easier to just, whatever, get it on your hands. It's not toxic. It's not going to hurt you. I wouldn't try to eat it. Man, look at that. All done. Just like that, within 15 minutes. Now, I'll get on the other side. I'll be right back with you. And I'll show you what the whole thing looks like. And we'll get that cleaned up and get it on there. And we'll see what the whole thing looks like. I'm going to get to this side and get it done. I see. The buy came at a good time for the Browns, who used the off week to do a. So, like I was saying, and I was showing you, you guys want to stay a couple inches away. You can see the edge. You don't want to have too much underneath there. Not necessary.
And maybe find some areas that we're good at, and why are we good at them, and make sure we
and then
those type of things.
You can see how this is like this here. So you put just, and you don't go all the way to the edge of the plastic, just kind of close to it.
There's a lot of plays from the game where, you know,
and I want to show you what I did on the bottom here. Is everywhere you got to where there's a turn, same thing. You can see that the end of my cut is still about 1/4 inch away from the edge. So when you're folding them over, you're folding it so that it goes with the plastic in the direction you need it to go into, just like that. So, all right, let's get this. And then what you'll do is you'll go to this side like so. You'll spray your glue under here like this and fold your edges over, and just like you did here, you'll kind of rub it into place. Let's get to it. Fatten the butt back. We have our piece completely done. Got rid of the ashtray. And it looks like new again. So we'll set our top piece down on it, and I'll show you what everything looks like.
Since you were 8 policy from American Family Insurance.
But these days, it's also a place to work out and stay entertained. To staycation.
And then here we go.
It's a catch-all.
Here it is as a whole.
A spot to lay down and a place to lay out plans.
This side is your passenger side, what I'm showing you on screen.
To do all the things you do.
Sorry.
Visit knd.com.
Just trying to give you a full what it looks like here. There's another way. Like I said, we deleted the ashtray for the people in the back seat. Don't really need it in the back. I've got a new armrest lid to put on there. And then the reason for showing you this like this is I actually we're going to go with a big double din in there. So I may end up making a new one of these all on my own anyway, or trying to use this piece. But we will somehow get a double din in there. And we've got your, you got your left window roll down, right window roll down, and your trunk pop. And I was thinking if we drill a third hole here to kind of match what's already going on. Somebody might have had like a nitrous and a purge button or something here. I'm thinking if we do a third button here, I might be able to do something for turning the amps on for car stereo, or since I'm putting a double din in, the heater control may not be working, and since we're only going with heat only, I may be able to put a change it from circle to square holes and do a third one here, and which could end up being a dummy. I don't know, but we could just end up doing heat, low, medium, high, or something. I don't know, something weird. We'll figure it out. But there you go. And that is how you you'll recarpet or tweed or whatever you want to go with. Man, I'm just making it worse the more I keep touching it. So there you go. So that'll be it for this week's video for Steven's Garage 216. I hope you enjoyed, and you can use this process on a lot of different things on your cars. You can redo your center console. I never really got to it, and for those of you who've been around for a while, I know you probably know or remember I said that I would show you how to do your dash pad on a 3rd Gen Camaro or almost any car, but basically this right here is how you would do it. The only added step is that if you have cracks and rips, but the piece is whole, the whole dash pad is whole, all those cracks and rips and stuff in there, you would just basically fill in with some fiberglass resin, go through and sand it all smooth, and then just cover it with some felt or tweed or, like I said, some alligator skin or some, whatever kind of material you want to use for that. So, hope you guys are still being good and kind to one another, and elections are over, so I'm pretty sure we'll be over this soon. See you in the next one. Have a great day. Bye.